So following Indiana's national championship victory over Miami, that makes it 3 straight years the national champions have been a Big Ten team. Ohio State last season, Michigan the year prior. Is it now fair to say that college football runs through the Big Ten Conference? Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so.
Hell no.
Oh,
How
why
can you
not,
say
Sam?
that? How can you say that? When those boys don't have to play nobody, man, all throughout the year. They only play like 1 or 2 ranked games. In the SEC, man, they're playing 10 ranked games, 7, 8, 9 ranked games. Like look at Florida schedule, man. We played 9 ranked games. We playing Texas, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. We playing Miami. We playing all these guys, man, constantly, man. They're gonna beat up, they're gonna beat each other up. You feel me? The wars within the SEC. Big Ten, man, they just get that stuff and they run with that stuff. Y'all have had a run. I'm not saying that it's not shifting.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm not saying that it's not shifting a little, but SEC still is dominant in football, man, by far. Still 80-20. You feel me?
No,
Y'all might have won the
man,
last couple of championships,
stop.
but what about the championships other than that? All the LSU championships and even ACC. ACC it didn't have championships or whatever. Y'all just getting back on the barrel. So we can't give, I'm not gonna give it to the Big Ten just yet, bro. Y'all had like 5 straight, 6 straight, something like that. Then y'all dominate like that. That's something different. Y'all had y'all run, y'all been doing good. And like I say, the last 3 years, NIL been taking over everything. So man, it's no telling who's gonna be the next big thing right now. NIL's got this shit on lock. We can't really put that stuff into perspective like that right now because I feel like the SEC still is the powerhouse. If somebody wants to go to school, that shit gonna be Alabama, that shit gonna be Georgia, that shit like top ranked stuff. Michigan is still good. Ohio State is still good. They bring in our money and stuff like that or whatever. But if you really want to go and you really want to get drafted, bro, you're going to Georgia, you're going to Florida, you're going to freaking one of those top schools, whatever, in the SEC, bro.
Look, man. When you talk about ranked teams, we have the same amount of ranked teams in the Big Ten and in the SEC at this season and last season's both. We both finished the season this season with 6 ranked teams, and the Big Ten has 18 teams in it, and the SEC has 16. As far as the college football running through the Big Ten, it definitely does right now. Now, can I sit here and say the Big Ten is this much further superior than the SEC? No, but what I'm saying is right now the Big Ten Conference is on top of everybody else. Right now, they are. We're not talking about the last 10, 20 years. We're talking about the now. In the last year or 2 or 3, the now, the present, and the future moving forward. But right now, there's a couple reasons. Look, man. The first reason it's obvious to me. 3 natties last 3 years. Not only has the SEC team not won a natty in 3 years, there hasn't been an SEC team playing for the natty in the last 3 years. Michigan beat Washington, Ohio State beat Notre Dame, and Indiana just beat Miami. No SEC RSVP, none of that. So another reason is the rankings. Like I just told you at the season's end, the Big Ten finished with 6 teams ranked in the top 25. The SEC, actually, I'm sorry, I stand corrected. They had 7. But again, let's keep this in mind. Penn State's turmoil this year. They finished 7-6 this year. That's not going to happen again. That was unforeseen craziness. A lot of people had them pegged to win the whole goddamn thing before the year started. Washington finished 9-4 this year. They'll be better next season as Jed Fish has been doing big work out there, bro. And Matt Campbell for new coach of Penn State, they're gonna have them boys relevant in his very first season next year. Lastly, the landscape of the SEC has drastically changed these last few years, man, with the NIL shit, like you just reiterated, Sam. Georgia has not been the same. They've steady coming up short year after year. They can't even make it to the big game. Alabama has not been the same under Kalen DeBoer. We know that is to be factual. They've not been the same. They're trying to figure it out, though. And Steve Sarkisian cannot win a big game to save his life.
Yep.
Kirby Smart is the only active coach in the SEC that has won a natty. The Big Ten now has 2. So overall, the Big Ten and the SEC, they both had 6 teams with losing records this season. But like I said, the Big Ten, we have 18 teams. The SEC has 16 teams. So to say that they're not atop of the college football world right now is crazy. And for the third straight season on the third biggest stage of them all, they proved that shit. Indiana, a team with 2, 3, 4 stars just mollywopped Miami. And they mollywopped everybody. Can't say they didn't play nobody. They played Oregon twice, beat them twice, beat Ohio State. All of this. I mean,
and that's
they're
the only
doing big
teams that
work
they
right now.
played. 2 ranked
So
teams, 3 ranked teams. That's all they played.
and
SEC
they beat it,
plays that stuff
and they
every week,
and
constantly, every week. Hostile
but
environments every week. Ranked team. The only reason
I,
those teams not ranked in the SEC because they all play each other, bro. Everybody can't be top 25.
the same thing in the Big Ten. Look
No,
at the
it's
teams in
not.
the SEC right
It's
now, and
not.
look at the teams in the Big Ten.
Y'all go 6 weeks without playing a ranked team, bro. Y'all play a bunch of pansy teams, bro. Then y'all
Indiana
play
did
Washington.
it. The top teams
then y'all
don't,
play
bro.
USC.
Ohio State was the only one that played a soft
You'll
schedule.
play a USC or something. You'll play a Washington every now and then or whatever. Those
Two-ranked
are not
teams.
great. Those are not no powerhouse teams, bro.
So you think every team in the SEC, just because their SEC is a powerhouse, they're not?
Almost.
There's 2 powerhouses in the SEC right now. Who are they?
So we got
this
Georgia.
year. It was Old Miss
right now. Yeah,
Georgia.
Yeah.
Right
now.
Alabama still.
Alabama ain't been no powerhouse, bro. They just
Vanderbilt could have did that stuff this year. It was a lot of teams that could have did. Tennessee was looking good this year to the end.
Not a powerhouse. Not a powerhouse.
But they're playing. You feel me? They play all the teams trying to get to that one spot, bro. It's only so many spots that they're gonna give to SEC, bro.
I feel like
they're only gonna give them so many spots.
I feel like you're a victim of the past and how we represent teams in the past. Like these big teams, like these LSU. LSU finished with the same record as a shitty Penn State this year, bro. These top tier teams that are SEC tough bound, like they're not so tough no more, bro. The NIL has opened up and explored everybody. It's leveled the playing field. Why do you think Saban got out of this shit? Like you don't want to do that shit. It's an even playing field now. And it's not just going to be the Big Ten and the SEC. Like we said, ACC, Miami, they just played for the national championship. They got good teams coming out of there too. The Big 12 with Texas Tech and company, they've got a couple solid teams there too. But the Big Ten has the most, and they've been the most proven on the biggest stage the last few years. So these teams that we give the tough rep, they haven't been that tough in the last couple years. Bama's not been the same. Georgia's not been the same. A&M, they're starting to come up. Mike Elko's doing good there, but they're not a powerhouse yet. Old Miss had their best season ever, and then their coach dipped on them, but they're normally not a top powerhouse every year. They're a 2-3 loss team every year. We got a bunch of teams like that in the Big Ten, bro. Usually more often a Michigan, a Penn State, an Oregon, a USC is usually good for some shit like that.
Wisconsin is quiet decently.
Iowa's always a 2.
Iowa's always a good
tops. A lot of these teams there's a lot of similarities, bro. There's only like 2, maybe 3 powerhouses in both conferences. So to sit there and say one significantly triumphs over the other one is crazy. And it's not factual. Not anymore. It's not 10 years ago.
So Oregon just got over there a couple years ago. I understand USC just got over there a couple years ago. But that doesn't make y'all the SEC. You feel me? Y'all still the little 10 to us. Y'all still the little 10. Y'all can win as many
championships. When is the last time an SEC team won that championship? It's been years.
2020.
A long time ago. I wasn't even a father yet, bro. That was in the past. We're living in years past right now.
LSU.
Those days are gone. You can't make a legitimate argument they run shit when they haven't won shit. How can you run shit when you ain't won shit?
Still run shit, bro. Legacy.
What? I'm just gonna listen to you guys.
Like what? I don't get it. Like I don't understand.
Overall, the SEC is probably a little bit heavily more favored in the history of whatever championships and stuff like that. But right now, yes, the Big Ten. SEC they haven't won the championship. Like Jordan said, they haven't even had a team represent them in the championship.
In 3 years.
But none of that stuff matters, man.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters, bro. That matters.
Hey, when you fighting every day for your life, every game, every week, bro, you playing this hostile environment. Alabama versus Georgia, Alabama versus Tennessee, Florida versus Georgia, Florida versus LSU, Florida versus Texas, Florida versus Miami, Florida versus everybody.
Hear what he's saying, Jordan?
We had 10 ranked teams.
He's saying Florida versus them.
Florida
versus them.
Hey, we played 10
exactly.
Teams this year, bro.
Florida did.
How are we supposed to get out of that, bro, alive?
Florida
how you get out of that alive?
Florida did that.
Florida did that. I said Georgia. I said Alabama. I said Alabama versus And I said
I was
Florida
about to-
versus SEC.
But Florida had, if I
I
had
was
to
about
guess,
to say, bro,
Florida,
if you're making this argument, yeah, you got to leave Florida out this. Like
I,
4
lo-
and 8,
I'm just saying.
I
that
literally
discussion.
looked it
We
up.
can have that discussion.
Florida had one of the hardest schedules in all of college football.
The last
No doubt.
2 years.
And
But
No doubt.
but
the
guess
whole
what?
not the
But
whole
guess
Four
what?
and
conference.
eight?
The whole conference
listen,
isn't like
Four and
that though.
The whole conference is like that.
No,
We got
it's
the
not.
we got the SEC
No.
East and we got the SEC West. And then we have to play those guys. We always got to play those guys. Alabama plays everybody that they have to run through, bro, constantly.
Just because you don't view these Big Ten teams as superior as these SEC teams, bro, that doesn't make them any less superior. The Gators, they finished 4 and 8. Yes, same record as Michigan State had this year, bro. I mean, come on. If you want to compare them, you guys are like the Michigan State of the SEC as of late. I mean, we want to do strength of schedules and this and that, but I mean, overall, like that's
strength of schedule is the main thing, right? Because we play bigger competition. Y'all play 6 games, then y'all play a big game. I'll be like, Jordan, who y'all play this week? Oh man, I don't even know, man. But we're gonna beat them by 35 points.
But you act like that's every Big Ten team. It's not, bro.
Damn now. Y'all only got so much.
Not even close.
Bro.
It's not even close. And you play the same amount of conference games. Like, you just don't view these teams as tough. The teams you view as tough like that, they're not tough anymore, man. They are not tough like that anymore. And they haven't done anything to prove us otherwise. The Tennessees, Missouris, the LSU, the Kentuckys, Florida, they all sorry. I mean, no disrespect to your team, but like as a
good. Like all these guys is always gonna be somebody coming up out of the woodwork, bro. I mean, right, everybody, the competition is fierce. Not over there. It's always the same teams. It's always Ohio State, Michigan, Oregon. Okay, whoop-de-doo. 3 teams.
But they're always in the but they're always
it's
almost
3 teams that you're really talking about over there. Penn State ain't really been all that.
They were a game away from the national championship 2 years ago.
It's the same team in the SEC. Alabama, Georgia, and one other one on any given season. Sometimes an Ole Miss, sometimes a freaking A&M, sometimes a Texas. It's like that. But none of them are like
Tennessee,
dogs. Like they fall short every year, like everybody else did. Like
Ole Miss. It'd be a bunch of teams. Texas,
but those teams
Texas. It's a lot of teams.
Those teams just came to the SEC though, so you're going to automatically just take all the shit that they've accomplished. And
we talking about recently.
Oh, recently now.
You said recently.
Oh,
you said recently.
Now. Okay.
Yeah, you said recently.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, recently the SEC hasn't done shit. It's the Big Ten. The Big Ten has been winning it all.
Now it's recently. At first it was legacy.
It is legacy. It's legacy. But you were talking about recently. That was your statement. Recently.
Yeah.
The Big Ten is they're definitely the top conference right now. They gotta be. It runs through them, and they've shown that. And it's not. And we've had college football playoffs these last few years, so it's not like you don't face the best competition from other conferences as well. These 3 Big Ten teams have done that these last 3 years. They've won natties. You know, the SEC hasn't even been to that dance, bro. So, I mean, now, do I think that's going to continue? No way. I think a different team will continue to win it. Yeah, I think those days of a team repeating are way fucking gone. Like, I don't think you're going to see that the Georgias and the Bamas and the whatever the team is, bro. It's just too much talent out here. And the NIL has leveled the playing field. Right. And I mean, you're just going to see, different teams. I mean, who in their right mind, outside of Hoosier fans, thought Indiana was going to go 16-0 this year and went the whole thing? Never. Like, that's crazy shit, bro. So, I don't know.
I got one more point. So, that Michigan team that went to the chip or whatever and won the chip, y'all had that team together for like 3.5 years, 4 years. So, y'all built up to get to that point because Georgia was smacking y'all in the fucking mouth. Okay, so you can't even talk about that. SEC
they beat us one game. They beat us one game.
They showed y'all who was boss.
Okay.
So
they showed us. We won the natty.
Listen, Ohio State spent tons of money to get all that talent over there. Whatever. That was a freaking all-American team. You feel me? Okay, I understand that stuff. Indiana is the only team that really put that stuff together and made that stuff work like that. So I give a lot of credit to Indiana because, like you say, not a lot of 5-star, no 5-star, no 4 stars.
They're an anomaly.
And the man came in and they came in and they did that shit, bro. So if you're saying this past year, yes, Big Ten is doing, but like previous 2, 3, 4, no way. This year, whatever, proving that Big Ten is the shit. You feel me? But I'm not gonna say that they over SEC. Never. I'll never say that in my life.
I know Big Ten could win the next 10. You'll never admit it. You'll be like, oh, legacy from
But they
10,
won't.
20 years ago.
They won't.
We was the shit back when
They
I was.
won't. They won't because y'all just getting hot
And
now.
y'all let us know though. Does the Big Ten Conference run the college football landscape? Let us know in the comments.